Welcome back to Prison Architect, everybody. Welcome back to Morningwood, where I've made a couple of decisions, okay? First things first, we need a staff room for these guys, alright? So we're going to use this little space up here. Now what we're going to do is, it's not going to be a huge staff room, okay? It's going to be enough space for the, you know, like the medical people to kind of come and have a little nap, perhaps, a little snooze, you know, something like that. But we're just gonna use like this space here, okay? Now the reason I'm going to do that is because what I think we're also going to do is build a little utility room, okay, for an electric generator and also our boilers, right? Because the hospital is going to need both of these things. So we're gonna similarly build another little spotty building down here on this corner. Now I haven't decided what we're going to do over this bit. If anybody's got any ideas, have a little think. Maybe we'll build like an isolated supermax like medical cell / ward if we can get a couple of beds in there. Okay, but I think this is going to work quite nicely. All right. Now the prisoners are still pissed off. I don't know. They're a bunch of pussies. It's 14 degrees. It's pretty warm warm outside. Like, I guess maybe, I don't know where this game is supposed to be based. If it's based in England, then Jesus Christ, like 14 degrees is like the middle of our summer. I'll be honest. If this is based like in America, then you know perhaps fair dues. Like maybe that's really cold. You know, I don't actually know. I'm going to extend these foundations up because what I feel like doing is putting doors on here. Okay. So we're going to double up on the staff doors like this. I know they look a little bit hickledy-pickledy when you put them like that, but it's absolutely fine. And then I'm going to put concrete tiles all the way along the floor like this to connect it up, okay? Now, I don't know, I just think it will look quite nice if we do that. I'm kind of tempted to, you know what, let's thin this path out, okay? It doesn't make any sense to me to have it like that thick all the way across. I'll be honest, it just looks a bit weird. So we'll make it 2, and then it can be 3 going into the hospital. That's absolutely fine. Doesn't cause us any problems at all. Nice. Now, we've got our 2 little buildings. First things first, let's get some pretty floor down. Okay, so this is a utility like building. We're gonna do one of those. We're gonna get a power station down in this corner. We're gonna get a water boiler down to the side of it like that. We're also gonna put a sprinkler in here. Okay, so if there's any fires or anything, that's not going to cause us any major problems. There we go. That's going to be nice. Utilities wise, we need this boiler to be hooked up to the mains, and we want to use large pipes. The reason you want to use large pipes is because they provide a higher pressure for the boiler, and then the boiler can actually pipe water further. If you think I'm talking bullshit, genuinely not. It's actually true. So this boiler is just going to provide our hospital. Okay, we're going to make a nice loop all the way around, like this. And that should be absolutely fine to be provided by that boiler. What I really want to do, though, like I said, is build like a hot water grid. Okay, and what that means is that we run pipes out from this boiler as far around as they can possibly go. And then we connect it up to another boiler over here, which we do the same thing to. And we just basically end up with hot water all over the prison. Doesn't matter where you are. You'll be able to get yourself a nice radiator to kind of toast your socks on. Just that kind of thing, okay? The other thing we need to do is get some hot water into these cells and into this building over here. So I think a good place to put a boiler is in this staff-only bit just here. Alright, so we're going to put one there, and we're going to actually put one here as well. And we're going to have one that powers just these 2 buildings up here, and one that deals with these buildings down the bottom as well. Because we haven't actually got any radiators in these offices. Like, as lavish as they are, they really, you know, they could do with some work. Let's be honest. There's nothing going on in here. I'm sure they're fairly boring to kind of work in. You're just in a massive space with nobody to talk to at all. But we're going to put radiators next to the doors, okay? Because if there's anything I've learned in real life, is that putting a radiator next to the door totally doesn't mean that all of the heat goes straight out the door. Honestly, okay. We are going to need to put some in the club staff room as well, I guess. We haven't actually, yeah, we haven't put any in here. Okay, so this is yet another space which is going to need to be heated nicely. Okay, now I'm thinking one radiator might be enough for the whole space. Okay, I could be wrong, and in which case, like maybe we'll put another one there just in case. But I think one radiator will be enough to heat that whole space, okay? Now, we're going to have to hook up these boilers to both the mains pipes, like this, and also the electricity, annoyingly, because boilers do have to be hooked up to the electrics. There we go. Let's go and hook up this one as well. So, oh yeah, of course, we've got a new generator going in. Right, so here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to hook up this new generator to this part of the hospital. Okay, and the reason we're giving it its own generator is because if there's any shit going down in the rest of the prison, we want the hospital to stay online. Okay, it's like a backup supply generator. Like if this one goes down, we can switch over to the mains. We are only we're gonna leave like a one wire gap just here. Okay, so we're gonna shut it down. Well, I don't think there's any prisoners in here at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't look like it, which is great. So we're going to shut down the power for like, you know, an hour, maybe 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to wire it back up again. Okay, we need to high prioritize these cables because otherwise this one's going to get cut before these ones get installed, which won't be the best, I'll be honest. Might need to let's just cancel that job for now. Yeah, otherwise we're going to end up waiting like a few hours. It's one of those situations, you know, when they tell you like, oh, it was only supposed to take 5 minutes, but actually it's going to take like 2 weeks. It's one of those situations, you know, like we would have cut that wire and then been like, oh yeah, by the way, the new wires aren't actually ready to put in yet. Sorry, it's going to be, you know, another 6 hours before we can get round to finishing the job that we were supposed to do in 10 minutes. So, I mean, it looks like some of these cables have arrived now, which is nice. Finally, which means we can in fact cut this one, I think. There we go. Look, this is going to work out perfectly. So we've got this new grid. That cable has been cut. That cable is being installed, and it looks like let's high prioritize this job. Our hospital is going to be running on its own power supply, which is going to be really, really cool to see. Okay. Now the sprinkler does need to be hooked up to one of these, unfortunately. It does, however, look like the hot water situation may be near absolution. Is that the right word for it? I guess it's not actually. No, so we can't put hot water cables there. So I guess we're going to have to go round like that, which is absolutely fine. Like I didn't realise that we couldn't actually cross the power station. It makes sense though, right? Like I can understand the logic there. Why do we not have a pipe there, unfortunately? And we don't have a pipe there for some reason. I don't know. It's really weird. Sometimes they just seem to cancel these jobs, and I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there will know. I certainly don't, unfortunately. There we go. Oh, look at that, though. It's almost at capacity. You know what? That's absolutely fine. Like, maybe... I'll tell you what. We'll install a couple of capacitors. Look, we do have space for, like, 2 capacitors here. And that will fill out our room nicely. You know, I don't want to fill up this space because people need to be able to get to the boiler to work on it, of course. Let's do that. Let's high prioritize those. And let's also make sure that this room is known to be staff only. Okay? Same with this one up here. So we're going to do this room next. We're going to... Oh, look, wig production. There it is. We're going to staff room it up in this space. Okay? So we're gonna drop that like that. Drop it like it's hot. We're going to get a couple of lights in here. Maybe one like that and one like that to kind of evenly distribute the light nicely. I don't know if we need to get a light in here or not. I don't think we do. I've got a feeling this generates a tiny bit of light. I could be wrong. Oh, look at that. There we go. So one capacitor is almost... Oh, look, you can see it, look. It's tripled our capacity. So this power station is worth 1 capacitor. That's really good to know, actually. I genuinely didn't know that. Let's make sure we've got some cables running out to the staff room as well. So this is the problem, right? We wouldn't have been able to run the staff room if, you know, we didn't have the extra capacity that those capacitors has given us. Let's not say that too many times. Yeah, because I'd like it just wouldn't have worked, right? But now we can do this. We're going to give this staff room a real fucking nice look. Okay, it's going to have marble tiles like this. It's going to be really fucking sweet. In fact, you know what? We're going to have marble tiles up there. Down here, we're actually going to have like a tiny. No, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think I kind of, like I say, I want to give them a little space to sleep in. because it's important for doctors and nurses to have a good little space that they can rest in. So we are going to give them like a little bunk bed. I think what we're going to do, alright, yeah, we are going to do like a cool little corner. Okay, and we're going to give them like, it's going to be a little, just a tiny little space like this. Alright, it's going to be, what are you doing? Mead? What are you doing, Mead? Oh, he wants Barbary. So you see, some of these guys are really desperate to have their hair cut. I mean, I can't say I blame them, but you know, it is a little bit weird that they are just that desperate to have their hair cut. Okay, but yeah, we're going to put a bunk bed down here, just sheltered slightly away from everything else. Okay, we're going to. What are you guys doing? You're just wandering around the other side of the prison for some reason. Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to ignore them for now. On the other side of this room, though, we're going to put maybe some pot plants. I mean, plants do make everything look much nicer, don't they? We'll go with the hospital standard pot plant, the white potted pot plant. Is there anything else that we can get in here? I mean, we could put like a mirror, apparently, like that. We could give them a mirror so that they can look at themselves when they get up and you know, make themselves look pretty. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, just like that down there for now. No, you know what? We'll give them a chair, because you know when you want to like take your clothes off and put them on something, you need like a chair to kind of fold your clothes up, place them neatly upon, and then climb into, you know, bed with whatever beautiful man or woman it is that you've chosen to climb into bed with. So we're actually gonna gonna put a chair in here as well. Okay. And that gives them a nice little kind of cubby area that they can come into nap. We're not going to wall the whole thing off, alright? It's just going to be like, you know, like a little kind of open air space. But up here, in the staff room, we are going to give them the wide sofa and drinks machine that they deserve. Also, we're going to give them their serving table, so they can come and get some snacks and stuff when they're hungry. You see? The wide sofas are going to go... Where's the wide sofa going to go? Maybe we'll put the wide sofa like that, and then we'll also give them a drinks machine. It's not the most lavish staff room we have in the facility. It's got to be said. In fact, honestly, it's kind of dull looking, but it's functional. Okay, it's somewhere for them to come and have a little sit down, have some munchies and stuff, and then they can come and have a little nap. You know, recover some of their energy and etc. And then get on with the job at hand. Okay, so it's perfect for its function, and of course we are going to need a couple of windows, just so that these guys can actually, you know, look out into the rest of the world and admire its beauty. The windows are... I mean, we probably should have tried to give them a coffee table or a candelabra or something like that, but it's absolutely fine. You know, this is, like I said, fit for purpose. Fit for purpose is fine in my books. Okay, we're going to give them 2 windows like that. No window down here though, because this is sleepy area, sleepy time home number 1. Okay, this is nice. Like, I'm really pleased with our little hospital building now. Like, it's good that it's got a bunch of its facilities sorted out. Apparently, I haven't. Oh, of course. Look, the small water pipe to the toilets has been broken when I cut the electric cable, which is a little bit of an annoyance, I'll be honest. Now, we've got these boilers over here to deal with next. I didn't intend for this episode to be entirely about hot water supplies. But it does turn out that is in fact what's happened here, unfortunately. It looks like for some reason, yet again, they've cancelled these jobs mid-job. I don't know why. Like, maybe I misclicked something. Maybe it's just the game, like, trying to troll me hard. I genuinely don't know. But we're gonna hook up these hot water pipes to the showers, of course, because we hadn't done that before. We're going to drill it all the way through the middle here. Okay, and then we're going to try and hook up all of these radiators. We're going to hook up this beautiful radiator in the corner like that. These ones like that. This one like that. Okay, and then I guess we just need to drill it all the way through and down. So this is going to be the interesting part, is to see how far the hot water will travel across the pipe for us. Now, given it's hooked up to the mains, I think it should be okay, because like the mains power is like, I don't know, it's like eating a load of those sugar-free gummy bears and then going for a shit, you know, but in water form, which I guess is kind of the same thing, to be fair. It's not really that far off. But let's just get some more hot water pipes into this area now. This is the canteen, isn't it? So it's probably quite important that this area has a nice amount of hot water. It's got to be said, especially the kitchen, because kitchens do operate best when they have hot water to like wash plates and you know, do all of that kind of regular maintenance stuff. Should we see if we can reach all the way down here? Honestly, bit of a stretch. Like, I think it's a real stretch, but we're going to try it anyway and just see. If it won't, never mind. We will just disconnect this pipe and connect up to a new boiler down here somewhere, possibly in the utility building, seeing as it's already available to us down here. I guess if we speed this up now, we can see the result of our efforts with the pipes. It looks like the hospital is now. It's all fully functional. Everything is set up. It's looking good. We can get some paving tiles down here to connect up this door to the outside world, which will be quite nice. They've cleared the top space for us, which is excellent. I think we're going to need some lights around the helipad, though, right? I mean, if you're bringing in, you know, the injured and wounded, you're going to need to be able to see where the hell you're trying to land, right? So we're just going to get some lights scattered around out here. We've got a couple down here, which is nice. We'll put one either side of the utility building as well, just so we can see. And you know what? We are going to put one inside the utility building, because it just looks a bit weird, like a bit weirdly dark. You know? I'm not sure what it is about it. It just didn't look entirely right. Oh, look at this! It freaking works. It powers all the way over this way, all the way up here. This is absolutely wonderful. We've got one cable left to install there. I don't know why it does this occasionally. Let's just see, how thick is the hot water? It's mighty thick. It's got to be said. I think we may be able to get away with like powering a lot of protective custody with this boiler as well. So I'll be interested to see if this experiment works. I'm fairly sure it's going to, looking at it now. Because if it does, like, obviously we can just wire up this one as well. We'll hook that straight into that pipe, which will be nice. Look at this. Oh, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite reach all the way round, all the way down, unfortunately. It's not that bad though. It's pretty close. I mean, that's a good radius for a boiler, right? Like, this would go all the way up like this way as well, which means that this one probably goes up to about here somewhere. So we will probably need another boiler to put in protective custody. But yeah, at least we've dealt with the hot water situation right now, okay? Which is one of our... Oh, shit. What's this about? Workman wages? Guard wages? Administrator wage? What? Why are we losing so much money? Shit. Well, I don't know what changed to make us lose all of this money. Maybe the game just finally caught up with how much we were, you know, paying our wages and stuff like that. Paying out wages, you know. But you know what? It's absolutely fine, because next time we come back, we're going to start building some prisoner houses. Okay, it's about time. We've got a few of our basic amenities set up. They're looking really, really nice. They're nicely decorated, you know. We want to get the parole room set up as well. But I think what we're going to do is try and set up some prisoner houses. Okay, some basic prisoner housing. These are going to be the kind of low-end stuff. So possibly studio apartments with a separate bathroom. You know, something like that, and a little outdoor area. But that's what we're going to fill this entire space here with. I'm thinking about taking the main road up here, possibly down here as well. We'll have to wait and see. We're also going to end up extending out. I know we are, okay? I might have to run the simulation for a bit to get some cash in before I can do that. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Come and join us in Discord as well, because that's always fun. And I will see you in the next video.